Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. The clip that you just saw, it was actually images from a screen capture of the International Space Station's live stream. And as you just saw, the International Space Station is circling the Earth, and we see this UFO in the background that begins moving upwards. Although this is really just a trick of perspective. The object may not be moving, it's simply that the ISS is moving around the Earth, which gives the effect that it is moving, when in fact it's likely standing still. Now, this could be the moon. It's round, and it looks similar to other shots in the ISS feed that show the moon. But what made me actually wonder whether it is the moon, and if it is, that's even more interesting, was as the object begins to go out of sight, we see this flash of light, this beam of light here, shooting up from the Earth in the shape of a triangle that shoots up directly in the line of sight of this UFO in the distance. Now, I don't know if there is a actual video screen capture of this. I'm not sure why. We are just seeing still clips of this sighting as it happened, because as you know, it's very easy to download a screen capture software and record the live stream. But this is the only footage we have, and it's actually the footage that was submitted to the MUFON website. And now that I'm thinking about it, it actually may be a video screen capture. It just may be choppy like that because whoever recorded this, depending on their location, may have had such a slow internet connection that basically you're getting the bare frame rate that his internet could handle or his computer could capture the footage at. So that may be why it's so choppy. But as for the MUFON case, by the way, the case number that it's under, so you can watch the video yourself, is 75904. So you can go to their case management system where you can search cases, and that is the case number. So this is what we have, but it's still, when we play the clips at a higher rate of speed, you can see that they all link up. So there's no evidence that the footage has been edited. It was simply images snapped every couple of seconds is basically what you're seeing. So again, it's very interesting and an amazing sighting. I've actually never seen anything quite like this while watching the ISS feed. Never seen a beam of light like this coming up from the Earth. And if this object is the moon, well, that makes this even more interesting. As you know, the moon is very enigmatic. We've done a million videos about the moon and the alien activity that's happening on and around it and behind it on the side with which we never see. However, if it is not the moon, that also is very interesting. Now, the camera in this footage is completely out of the view of the sun, which is behind the camera. So it's definitely not a light reflection. It's just not the way light reflections work. Now, this streak of light is very brief. It only happens once, and it shoots up directly toward this object that we see in the background. Speaking of which, NASA is actually on some damage control and have responded to our most recent video about the horseshoe UFO captured on the ISS stream that we posted earlier in the week. And that video has gone viral. It's been featured on virtually every national and international media news source that you can think of. And it was getting so much attention that NASA, well, a spokesperson for NASA, came out and is quoted as saying from this screenshot of the article here, where they directly reference the horseshoe-shaped spacecraft, which is the term coined by me here at Secure Team, because I thought it looked like a horseshoe. Some other people said it looked like a diamond, but that's the closest thing I could think of. And the NASA spokesperson, Tabitha Thompson, said that the live video feed was not intentionally cut. She explained that such occurrences are normal due to the loss of transmission signal. Well, thank you, Tabitha, for telling us something we didn't already know. She then says in the article that the weird object captured on the live feed video that we posted on could be a result of camera lens flares. End quote. Once again, just thank you, Mrs. Thompson, for clearing that up for us. Apparently, everything strange seen on the ISS is a lens flare. And you'll also note that nowhere in this article does Miss Thompson offer any sort of facts or evidence that would back up her statement that it was a lens flare. This horseshoe UFO looked nothing like a lens flare. It didn't move like a lens flare. But because she's come out and stated that it was a lens flare, or excuse me, could be a result of a lens flare. So she's not even confirming that it definitely was a lens flare. But again, NASA felt it important enough to come out and counter our claims. Because everyone else who's seen this video knows what they saw. This wasn't a lens flare. And what do you know? As soon as these UFOs appear, they cut the feed. And of course, they use the same tired response to that, which is that the signal was lost. Well, of course the signal was lost because you cut it as soon as the UFO appeared. I mean, they must think we're stupid. And sometimes I honestly think they do. They think the public is stupid. And this isn't the first time we've captured these ISS UFOs. Is this object here a lens flare? This sharp, triangular structure that we captured on the feed in 2014? The feed which they cut the moment this thing appeared. It hadn't even fully appeared yet before they cut the feed. Is this object here a lens flare? This yellow saucer that was spinning in the footage before shooting off and away from the camera and disappearing before once again the feed was cut? So again, they're all lens flares and there's nothing to see here, people, according to NASA. Now, how many times have we heard that? There's nothing to see here. It's a lens flare. It's a weather balloon. It's swamp gas. It's some strange, explainable anomaly that's naturally occurring, and once again, you shouldn't trouble yourself with it. Just go back to your normal everyday lives, and don't even bother yourself with this UFO nonsense. Well, I'll tell you what, I am bothering myself with it. I am hot and bothered with this UFO nonsense, which is the farthest from nonsense that it could be. It is fact. And if you don't see that yet, well, either you really are as dumb as NASA pegs you as, or you simply haven't done enough research, but you will get there, I promise. Just follow us, follow our past videos, open your eyes. So again, this is some amazing footage for what it is and what we have of it. I wish we had some video of it. we might be able to find it if I can get a hold of the original recorder of it. So again, let me know what you guys think. It's definitely interesting. What is this shining beam of light coming up from the Earth? I think it's some awesome footage, and of course I want to know what you guys think. So let me know. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Share, like, and subscribe on your way out. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned, and we'll have a lot more coming your way. Stay safe, guys.